Hey guys, Kyle the Death Knight of Anime here, bringing you my review for One Piece episode 809. And this was actually a really good episode in terms of pacing wise. Like it did kind of give us a little bit of a cock tease, but basically ending on the whole army, or on the whole scene of the Big Mom's army, like slowly basically approaching Luffy and Nami, but overall the pacing was good. So yeah, but besides the little cock tease at the end, it was still a good episode. And right off the bat, I do want to talk about how that episode ended, because by the looks of how the episode ended, I'd say Luffy is royally fucked, because he's about to take on a whole army, Big Mom's army, and here's the thing. Yes, we have seen him take on hordes of enemies before this time, but this time is vastly different, because right off the bat, these are Big Mom's people, not fodder characters who can be taken out one with pretty much only a single punch. So this whole army is kind of on that top tier level of like, yeah, these people are not ones you definitely want to fuck with, especially the way that they were definitely built up in this episode. And well, having read the manga, I know for sure how this particular conflict is going to end. But yeah, let's just say. But like, here's the thing: even with knowing that, there are still several other factors going into this fight that people do need to take into account when they're about to watch the next episode, which is a Luffy's already fought two. So already fought two battles. He's fought two very long battles. The major one being against Cracker, where he basically, where like I know anime wise that one was very much extended, but like the battle itself was like I know the anime kind of extended that battle pretty much, so it extended that battle quite a bit, but in the manga, it was still pretty much a very long and prolonged battle. So in that sense, he's already fought Cracker, which was already a very hard fought battle, more or less. And then he got his ass kicked. He let Sanji beat him to a bloody pulp. So taking in and factoring those two particular fights, Luffy's already been weakened tremendously, but by having those two fights, pretty much I think it was back to back already, and then to top it off, he's basically, after hearing of Sanji's intentions, he's now pretty much started this whole hunger strike. He's started this whole hunger strike business. So we definitely know he hasn't eaten all that much, and from the way Oda portrays it, eating is kind of the way that Luffy kind of ends up restoring his strength, more or less. So yeah, we know on top of the fact that he's been beaten bloody already, he's already been beaten bloody twice already. He's already been fighting twice already. He hasn't even eaten, so he hasn't had time to regain his strength. So yeah, I'm really not liking Luffy's chances of getting out of this. To be honest with you, I think Luffy isn't prepared for another ass beating in this time, and this time it's not going to be even not even pretty at all. Like, yeah, Luffy, I've said it before in the beginning, but you are royally fucked, dude. So yeah. Now the art and animation again in this episode, like last week's, was on point for the most part. What I really liked about the art and animation specifically in this time was the use of shadows, shading and shadows in this episode, to really like capture both the menacing as well as the I guess the whole I guess a bit of I guess it would be a bit of a somber tone through like 80-90% of the episode. Like, it was there were a lot of sad moments, and a lot of very sad and somber moments in the episode, and the whole and the dark using the shading and dark colors really kind of emphasized that too a lot. So it was good on Toei Animation for that. I do get even props. Like I know Toei Animation doesn't always do good. That is always very hit and miss with a lot of people, specifically how they handled Dragon Ball Super in the past, and I guess still on occasion in in the episodes after. But when Toei does get it right, they definitely get it right. And this particular batch of episodes, like last week's episodes and this episode, they definitely had their best people working on it, which I guess in a way just makes me wish that it would have more. They would try and put even their best foot forward, but even their best foot forward a lot more. But yeah. But yeah, this episode was just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely amazing. There were a few hitches here and there, but it's not anything to write home about. Like again, yeah, like I said, I really do like how they used how they used the shading and shadows in this episode. And one thing that was especially cool too about the way they handled the artwork is how they transition between is how they transition between is how they transition between light and dark tones in this episode. Like it was very it happened very briefly in the episode, but there were times where they actually transitioned between light and darkness, like when they were transitioning even between day and night sort of thing, or light and dark or whatnot. It was really neat effect, I'd say. So yeah, it was art and animation wise, it was definitely a good episode in that fact, especially. It was definitely a good episode, especially considering how it did capture a lot of what of the somber and menacing tone, especially with Big Mom. And speaking of Big Mom, can we say how she's basically okay? Like Big Mom is seriously parent of the year. Like seriously, only she would be so nonchalant about promoting violence and outright murder as a form of family bonding. Like when I want to assume it was her daughter or granddaughter was basically coming up to her and saying, "Mama, can I have a knife? Can I have a knife so I can cut Mr. Bear?" I think or was what he said. She said or something. I was like, and then she said, and then all her other kids were saying, "Mama, do you think I could kill my sister or something?" It's like, and then she said, well, everyone has at least 100 or 200 people that they hate in life, so why not? It's like, Big Mom for the win. Like, seriously, how messed up in the head is Big Mom herself if she's actually promoting that kind of shit within her own family? Like honestly, it really, I, right now, I'm really kind of doubting. Right now, with the way we've seen Big Mom and with that whole scene, I'm really doubting how Pudding is that fucking sweet. Like I want to assume she was probably fucked up in her. No one can be that sweet when you're being raised by Big Mom. Like I assume she's probably fucked up somewhere in the head. I imagine she probably just hides it very well. But yeah, like no one can go. With seeing how Big Mom raises her kids now, there's no way no one can be that freaking sweet when you're being raised by Big Mom. Seriously. What the fuck? And now that I'm thinking about it, Pudding does seem to have a lot of similarities between her and that woman who that woman with the third eye who we saw when Big Mom was first introduced on Fishman Island, so there's a resemblance there. Yeah. And even more so, like when the even more so, like I don't normally swear, but Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna lie. When all the food started coming to life and dancing, I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?" Because I've read the manga, of course, and looking back on little scenes like this being animated makes me wonder, what the fuck was Oda smoking to come up with half these ideas for the whole Cake Island arc? Like, really, Oda, what were you smoking? It's like really one of those times where I really want to get inside Oda's head just to kind of understand the fucker. Like, just to understand the guy. Like, where does he come up with half these creative ideas? Is he like a smoker? Does he just kind of make sure he's like high off his ass just to come up with half these ideas? Does he smoke something to make sure he's high off his ass and that gives him the ideas, or is he just that goddamn creative? Like, yeah, like it's like I know it's probably dangerous to go on the mind of someone like Oda, but it's one of the times where I'm just genuinely curious. but but anyway, guys, yeah, like I said, this episode was definitely good. Definitely pretty good for what it was. Like we definitely got we definitely got a little more. And things are only going to be hitting the fan next episode, I assume. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, or follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Death Knight of Anime, signing off. Later, guys.